the realization that like I think how can I say this? Because, you know, I be at war with myself sometimes. And I be at war with myself about this channel because this channel, as healthy as it is for me at times, I know talk therapy is a part of healing, is a part of, like, you know, being able to purge some shit out of my system. I think that it can also be a part of, like, reliving some shit, which is not good, you know. I am still living, I'm still loving, I'm still learning and laughing, and the journey within itself, you know, it's up and down, you know, it's surreal, but I don't want to only and always speak about the mishaps and shit that go on in my situationships or my relationships. I don't necessarily want to, you know, be speaking about that all the time, although that's a part of fucking healing. It's so, like, contradictory to a degree, I feel like this channel is, you know, because I know where it started, I know where it is now, and it's just a bit frustrating because I don't want to relive my experiences. I don't want to repeat the fucking cycle, and I don't want to keep that shit out in the atmosphere because I know and want better for me, and, you know, to do better. And once you know better, you do better. And as I keep learning, I'm like, okay, let me share this with some people because I want, you know, I don't want people to feel alone. When we go through shit, even though it's nothing new under the sun, we be feeling like we the only ones going through this shit. And sometimes we even feel, you know, we just feel so withdrawn and so alone. And you know, that's kind of like another heartbreak in itself. Not that we wish what we going through on anyone, because I'm quite sure we fucking don't. But, you know, sometimes for some people, and feeling alone, it adds to the fucking hurt, you know, and the disappointment. You know, the breakups lead to a lot of mistrust, you know, with people overall as a whole, because you like, damn, I was so in love with this person that, you know, if they did me, I trusted them to, you know, do right by me, or at least be morally correct, or whatever it is that you entrusted them with. And you start to trust, you know, you start to question your relationships with other people, even with yourself at some point. Because you say to yourself, damn, I fucking chose this motherfucking person. You know what I'm saying? And I stuck in there with them, and I chose to believe in them, that even after their first few mistakes, that, you know, eventually they would get it right, or want to get it right, or whatever the case is. So, you know, it's like damaging, and I don't want to keep motherfucking reliving that shit through this channel. You know, I just want people to understand that you're not alone, and to go through the phase of mistrust is a normal part of fucking healing. So don't beat yourself up about that. Please don't. Because when you're going through what you got to get through in order to heal in any way, you don't need to be beating yourself up about any part of your healing process. So as long as you're not doing anything to physically hurt or harm anyone outside of you, or even yourself. Don't cause harm to yourself because of your heartbreak and your heartache. It's not fucking easy. I know it ain't fucking easy, but it's definitely a lesson to your resilience, you know, and your strength, your knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. You know, it's healing. That shit is fucking real. You know, I can't like say it enough, and I don't want to fucking be taken away from what it is as a whole. But I felt the need to mention that because, you know, this separation, this breakup didn't affect me nowhere near like the big one, you know. Didn't, you know, and perhaps that's one of the lessons that I needed to learn. Maybe it was that. Maybe it was just that, you know, learn how much of yourself to give to people. Learn yourself to a deeper depth, because you have to realize the power that you have within. Because even though, you know, we come into alignment with the power within that we hold, you gotta understand it is 10 times more than what the fuck you think it is. So you think your level is at 100, and the power you hold within that level is really 1,000. It's just that we got some lessons to learn before we get to 1,000, because we have to ultimately understand just how much power we actually have and how much it affects other people and how to use it and when to use it, when not to use it. You understand? So it's very empowering, self knowledge and alignment, divine alignment. And I don't want to beat y'all in the head too fucking much. I just, you know, I have my days sometime with this channel, because again, sometimes I feel like, you know, it's healthy. I'll be like, yo, I gotta release some shit, and I know what I'm about to release or what I'm about to say, I'm not the only one going through that. And I want my people to know that they not the only one going through it. Because right now I feel alone, and it's quite possible that it's times that they felt alone, and I don't want them to feel that way. So let me just put this message out. And then there's other times like today where I feel like, you know what, maybe I am doing a little too much, and maybe I could be marking my own self, because I'm making these videos thinking that I'm helping people to understand some things, or at least my point of view on things. And at the same fucking time, maybe it's unhealthy to do that shit, because by putting this shit out there, this is like, you know, putting this shit in the atmosphere to a degree, and I don't want to fucking keep doing that, because I don't want to, you know, I don't want to create some type of fucking unintentional cycle in my life. I know for a fact it's better out there for me, and I don't want nothing to get in the way of that. You feel me? So, but I understand, because, you know, I speak to my peoples one-on-one, and, you know, they really don't want to share any part of their journey with people, because they know that people talk, and people do fucking talk. People fucking talk, and I know it's hard to fucking trust people, and you don't know who to fucking trust. But you know what I do also? I don't know if this might help, you know, or not, but I journal. And my journal got shit in there that this channel don't have and won't ever have. Alright? I do a lot of journaling, because again, it's therapeutic for me. But I just want you to have some common sense in living life in general. You know, life of course is what we make it, and some days is better than others. But you have to know that it doesn't matter if you are actually speaking with someone that you think you can trust. You don't have to confirm or deny anything with anyone for people to still talk and speculate about your fucking business. And no, you don't have to put nothing in stone for them. But I just want you to understand that there's no way that you can live your life that will stop people from fucking talking about you. So don't deprive yourself of living on account of some fucking body else. Nah. And sometimes you'll get some bold motherfuckers that act like they fucking care about you. I had that experience too. They act like they fucking care about you when the fuck they don't. And you'll know that they don't because it is showing their motherfucking actions. And that is the opportune time for you to put somebody in their motherfucking place. Okay? Let me put that shit out there. Don't be afraid or misled or misunderstood to put somebody in their fucking place. Because that's another thing about fucking people. They need to be put in their place. Don't go against your fucking divine knowledge. When you start getting intuitive knowledge about motherfucking people, you better listen to that shit. Ain't no motherfucking, you know, I didn't want to do that, or I didn't want to say that because I don't have any proof. You got all the motherfucking proof you need. Fuck tangible evidence. If tangible evidence is what they need, then they gotta go find that shit they own motherfucking self. Fuck that. When the divine, when the creator that you serve is giving you divine knowledge about some fucking one, listen to that shit. And for you to put them in a motherfucking place, you don't need no type of motherfucking proof. Fuck that. That's all the motherfucking, well, let me just say, you don't need tangible proof and or evidence. You have all of that. And your divine knowledge. So what you do, let me tell you what the fuck you do. You tell them about their motherfucking self, and that's it. Your delivery is up to you. If you sick of that shit and you feel like the delivery should be harsh, if you feel like it should be, you know, cordial, however the fuck you want to do it, that part is up to you. But listen to your motherfucking self. And sometimes people will say that listening to yourself can be tricky because you don't really know if it's the divine message that's coming through or if it's just, you know, you being in your head, you know. People feel that way too. And I'm going to tell you once again, as simple as I can say it, fuck people. You decipher for yourself what voice to listen to and when. And if you have knowledge of self, then you certainly understand when your creator is speaking to you and when you just in your head. You know the fucking difference between the voices. And right now, I don't give a fuck if I sound crazy to some people, because I know motherfucking well I ain't motherfucking crazy. And I also know I don't sound crazy to those motherfuckers who's well in tune with themselves. Because we all, at some point or other, had our creator come through and tell us some motherfucking shit way before it came to pass. And we understood what the fuck was going on way before our own, maybe, you know, whatever voice might be in our head that'll say one thing. We know what the fuck it really is when your creator come through and give you a message. So if you think that I sound motherfucking crazy, that's because you ain't in tune with yourself, and that's a problem for you. That's a you problem, not mine. Alright? So let me put that in the fucking notation. And again, dealing with narcissistic people, because narcissistic people are men and women. I believe personally that I call her the watch bitch, and that's a female used to be friend of mine who I severed ties with her in a friendship because we had a whole situation at my birthday party at my place of residence that maybe a year or even 2 ago, I explained in this channel, I don't want to keep giving life to that bitch or that motherfucking situation. I only brought it up to give you an idea that I believe that she was also a narcissist, but I have never intimately or relationship wise dealt with females. I'm not into women, so most of my narcissistic experiences that I've experienced through other people have been males, because that is my choice of romance or romantic choice that I choose. I don't deal with females romantically, only males. And so the research that I came upon in the reading was because of some experiences I had and me trying to understand what it is about them and what they was going through, so I could understand how it affected me. But also, you know, she fits a lot of the things that I read up on. So it is quite possible that she can be a narcissist. And I want you to understand overall that narcissism doesn't go by gender. You know, because when we learn the things about people and connecting them to the experiences that we have, we could kind of like, you know, feel like they're gender based, and they're not. You know, narcissism is not gender based. I'm quite sure you probably heard that before, or maybe not, you know, but I'm just going to take it upon myself to remind you that narcissism isn't gender based. And I believe that she was a narcissist also. But saying all that to say is, you know, take your time, continue healing. I am going to take a little, no, I'm not going to take a break. I'm going to take a little turn on this channel because I don't want to focus so much on heartbreak and hurt and pain and that type of energy. I don't want this channel to solely focus on that. However, I'm not aware of my viewers. You know, I'm not, YouTube does have analytics and statistics and things that I'm supposed to check on, but I don't check on that. So I'm not aware of exactly who my viewers are, and the only thing they would inform me of, I believe, is how many people watched and how many, like the difference between male and female, how many male viewers I have versus how many female viewers I have. I really don't think it breaks down exactly who watched it. So I'm aware also, or cognizant at least, of the information that I put out, because, for example, I like to take these self-care trips, right? And I think that promoting a self-care trip would be healthy for this group. But there are people that I fucking don't want to invite. I know that in narcissism and fucking jealousy and spitefulness, that, you know, I can put something out there for this channel and be like, all right, you know what, I think that we all should get together and have a dinner night. And it doesn't solely have to fucking be about heartache or heartbreak, but that's not the point. The point is I can plan something and I'll put it out there, and next thing you know, it'll be motherfuckers, narcissistic people will show up. People that I know that are narcissistic. People that I know that are spiteful. So I don't want that type of vibe either. So I'm trying to figure out a way that I will be able to do some wonderful little self-care events for this channel, aka, excuse me, the group, and without having an open invitation for just, you know, any type of, you know, people to come, you know, like, because this is a certain type of fucking energy that if you're an extremist, if you're a narcissistic, you know, type of person, or if you're a jealous or envious or ugly type of motherfucking person, this ain't the motherfucking place for you to get healing at. You need professional healing and help. So with that, you know, I don't want to expose my people to no bullshit like that. I just, like, no, I don't want to do that. So between this page and our group page, I'll keep you posted on some shit that I'm trying to do, that I want to do, and that I will do. Just stay abreast. Keep yourself updated. I wish you wellness and healthy healing, and I will definitely get back up with y'all